And the game of the year is mon ami Clair Obscur, Expédition 33.
Clair Obscur, Expedition 33.
Lauréat Testa.
Expedition 33.
Clair Obscur, Expedition 33.
Clair Obscur, Expedition 33.
Damn, is this guy done glazing this game yet? Cause it's my turn to glaze it now, bitch. The Game Awards incident of 2025. It's a time when the art and passion of video games is celebrated. In this case, mainly one game, you know.
Expedition 33.
And yes, this did irk a lot of people because of the amount of awards it won, but that's because it actually stood out from the rest. No other game that year has done what this game did, and it even somehow landed itself in, I think, my favorite game I've ever played actually. And yes, I know I sound like a broken record saying the same shit that everybody else said, but it needs to be said just one last time. But to digress, this isn't the type of video I'll be making often with this tone. This isn't a video about me trying to convince you on why this game is better than every other game. This isn't a story analysis, nor is it an in-depth character review. This is just simply a place for me to vent about everything I love about this game and what it does right, including some things I would love to see in future RPGs. And before you ask, yeah, I will be spoiling the hell out of this game, so please play it. Thank you. There is so much that can be said about this place. This is a world that is so easy to immerse yourself in. It is everything I could want out of a fantasy world. It's got a mix of magical, dark fantasy, the Belle Époque era, giant floating land masses, absolutely massive untouchable creatures that roam the land. You even got a SpongeBob-ass zone where you're underwater, but not really because the gravity is still normal. It is truly astounding. And all of this is complemented with one of the most beautiful and badass soundtracks ever to be composed. Period. I am someone who absolutely adores soundtracks from all different types of games, so let me be the one to tell you that every single song in this game has managed to impress me in so many different ways with its unique beauty. Lauréat Testa, once a random SoundCloud composer until the dev team randomly found him on a tiny French forum, now a legend who composed for an instant classic. He truly just does not miss with his work. Clair Obscur has so many beautifully handcrafted vistas scattered around the world, and I really want to show you some of my favorite views that you can experience. There is so many things to love about Clair Obscur, but if I had to name them all, this would be a long ass video, so I'm gonna keep it somewhat short. The open world map is something I didn't even know about when I started this game. I was expecting it to be kind of a linear hallway simulator like Final Fantasy 13. But when I was introduced to it, I was genuinely flabbergasted. It is the definitive, perfect, classic RPG world map that I wouldn't change anything about. It is literally what Square Enix should have done decades ago with Final Fantasy. Giving a player a mount that could slowly learn new abilities as the story progresses to better explore the world and prevents the player from getting bored seems like such a simple concept, but it's almost never done as well as Expedition 33 does it. And it's literally exactly all I want out of an open world. In the forgotten battlefield where Gustav is buried, his funeral music forever plays in the wooded area where his grave lies. It's haunting, yet beautiful. After you kill the paintress, if you go back to the top of the monolith, you'll notice that's where a chromatic Clair Obscur resides. This is a reference to Clair Obscur Expedition 33, the game you are watching a video about right now! But seriously, chromatic enemies are so perfect, and I'm not saying Expedition 33 was the one to come up with the concept of enemies, but man, I wish more games did this, where they take a normal enemy, but make them really hard with a bunch of new moves. It's literally easier to make than making whole new enemies. You're kind of familiar with its moves, but then you get jump scared with a random 7th swing that it does in its 6th swing combo. I love it. The turn-based as well is something that I feel like couldn't be more perfect. I loved Octopath Traveler so much because of the great and innovative take on turn-based, but this one just absolutely clears it, it's not even a question. It's so cool that you could technically beat this entire turn-based game without taking any damage whatsoever at level 1. And trying to 100% parry every single enemy in the game is so addicting.
Tales are true. Do you feel something?
A random small effect that I love that doesn't seem to get talked about enough is the visual effect that happens whenever Alicia appears to talk to Mayel during the expedition. Mixing this filter and aspect ratio with a mysterious and eerie ass character design creates something really freaky, and I love it so much. This game is actually funny as hell, and I really appreciate this game for not being so PG safe with its humor. You can look through many of the expedition journals you find along the way to find some hilariously sad deaths that the past expeditions had to go through. Take Expedition 66 for an example. SKA fed the crew some mushrooms out of the kindness of his heart, but quickly realized it was actually poisonous to humans, and so everyone dropped dead, achieving nothing the entire expedition and also leaving nothing for future expeditioners. What a badass way to go. Alright, here's a quick list of aspects I love. I'm just gonna speedrun this. Music, unbeatable. Gameplay, perfectly innovative. Voice acting, impeccable. Voice actors, fantastic choices. Sound design, pretty good. World design, so immersive I feel like I'm actually there. Level design, addicting. Character design, sexy. Presentation, makes me wish these places actually existed in real life. Genre, defining. Playtime, perfect length actually. Story, puts my heart into a paper shredder. Dialogue, just enough. VFX, gorgeous. Enemy design, edgy and badass. 33, Expedition. Cast, love them to death. Photo mode, broken. DLC, free. Chrono's battle theme, fucking incredible. The ending? The ending of this game is one that hit me so hard in ways that I've never been hit before. I cried to the end of Final Fantasy 16 a little bit. I even cried a bit to the ending of Final Fantasy 14's 10-year-long story arc. But Clair Obscur's was one that I could not get over to this day. I could watch this game's ending 1,000 times, and I'd cry my eyes out every single one of those times.
Help me.
The acting, the music, deciding the fate of the canvas, choosing to fight Mayala's Versa, or vice versa, where both fates leave a bittersweet ending to the game. The cold stare Linnea gives when she finds out what decision you've made in the end. It's all just done so well. And it really makes me want to keep replaying it over and over again to experience it. And the song that plays during their collision of ideals, Our Drafts Collide, oh, it's so good. I think it could perfectly be described as tragically hype. And to really make you choke and die on your tears of sadness during their final moments together, it's a beautiful touch for the singer's voice to break while saying Verso's name. It breaks my heart every single time I hear it. At the ripe age of 21 years old, I think I've already decided on what song is going to play at my funeral. O Landame will be the one. If this was the last game I could play on my deathbed, I would die happy. I am very fortunate to be someone who has not had to deal with grieving a lot, but I am terrified for the day it comes. And this game's story has given me a little glimpse on what's to come later in my life in a way. It's a very special game, and I think anyone who is not afraid of their own emotions should definitely pick up the controller and experience this beautiful masterpiece. Okay, side note, while recording the ending of the game for the video, I may have cried. Again. Twice. So, I sincerely thank you for watching this far, and if you enjoyed the video, I would really greatly appreciate it if you hit that little thumbs up button down below. For all the blood, sweat, and tears I put in this video, I put like at least a month into this, so any appreciation would be a great appreciation. But yeah, otherwise I had an amazing time editing this video. It was a lot of fun. I never made anything like this before, but it was a great first time experience, so I really hope it came out well. Yeah, thank you.